Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Eight yards to go on second down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the foot.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Chubb on the counter, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A run for Nick Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 30.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. They go play action with Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Jets nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Operating from the gun, Sanderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Sanderson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. You take it right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise it? This is caught inside the 15. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And 10 yards to go.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Haskins to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to the fullback on the dive. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll give it to Chubb, and he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down, and Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes this Washington 21. Jets, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sanderson got a man. It's Berrios complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Chubb. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Blake Cashman.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw it. And he'll find Hall. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
All day, every day, any day. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing on first down. Sanderson, and he'll complete this one to Berrios. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action. Sanderson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Is good.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. This is Howard on second down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Sanderson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Haskins will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Haskins on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Sanderson's pass, intended for Chris Herndon, incomplete.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And again, it's Chubb. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 3.
Washington on third down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now it's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
One play at a time.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Haskins. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57. It's coming this way, Here we go.
They run. Chubb. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to step. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Today's finals, Washington.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.